Hello and welcome to Wolfman Gaming. This is my Metro 2033 Redux Good Ending walkthrough, and this is mission 12, also known as Frontline. And we are bang smack in the middle of a war between the Nazis and the communists. And this is a really hostile area, and I'm gonna show you how to sneak through this entire level. And we're also gonna unlock a trophy called Invisible Man. And the requirements for unlocking Invisible Man is that you cannot kill anyone in this entire level. You are free to knock people out, but you cannot kill them. So remember that. Do not use any weapons, do not use any knives or anything like that. Always go for the knockout. There is also another trophy called hedge-hopper for killing everyone inside this station. If you're going for that one, you need to remember that in the tunnel that I just came out of, there are two soldiers at the end of it. So the first thing you want to do is go back and kill them all, and then just start plowing through this entire station. They will get reinforcements, it will take a while, but just hang around until the trophy pops. And the reason for me sitting here right now is that I want to pick up another good karma point by listening to this guy speaking to his troops. And when we get to the end of it, you will see a completely horrible transition on my behalf. I was amazed at how bad I had edited this. Because we want to walk down the walkway on the left side. And what I didn't know was that him and his soldiers follow the same path that I will. So you need to be quite quick to move, or else they will see you. And that will probably negate your good or your Invisible Man trophy, because you're gonna have to shoot your way out of it. So as soon as you see him moving towards the edge, you saw the horrible transition, just move down here, be quick about it, because they are right on your tail. We move over here to the left, and we hide under this platform. Because you see, they have those headlamps, so you don't want to get spotted. He is followed by 4 soldiers. 3 are right on his tail, and there we have 1 straggler dragging behind him. You can also get a karma point by listening to these two speaking. But I think you have to be quite quick about it. I don't think you can listen to both the commander's speech and their conversation to unlock karma points. So you're gonna have to choose. And this is one of those moments that is a little bit finicky, because these guys are gonna execute a third person. And I read that you can stop this by taking these 2 guys out. And it sounded, right now that I listened to it, sounded like I got a karma point. I do know that if you let them execute him, you will get a negative karma point. So I recommend going for knocking them out. It can be a little bit tricky. You saw the commander almost got away. And if he had fired a single shot, I would have been spotted, and this place would have turned into a complete mess. But we're gonna move down into this big old, whatever it is, looks like an old dump or something, and we're gonna move down there. And something you need to know when you're going down here, it may be a little bit dark, but you cannot turn on your flashlight. Don't turn on your flashlight, do not light your lighter, because you will run the risk of getting spotted, because we're gonna spend a little bit of time down here. We're gonna sneak through this area, and it is booby trapped. Just so you know, I think there are 4 tripwires down here. Not 100% certain, but don't move too fast, because you don't want to trigger one of those and probably die. And if you're lucky enough to survive the explosion, the enemies will make their best efforts to take you out, so you don't get to survive. But this area is really easy. There are no enemies down here. So just stay calm and take it slow, and you will find these tripwires. That was the first one. And I think it's a total of 4 of them. Let's find out. And this is one of the few areas I was a little bit nervous about, because I wasn't quite sure where the tripwires were. And since I can't turn on my flashlight, I had the gamma cranked up to max. So it is quite light. It was a little bit more light on my TV than it is here in the editing program. So it's quite interesting. I think that is something I've talked about before, because it can be a little bit hard for me to make out whether how good you will see this or not before uploading it to YouTube. Because I think I mentioned that in my The Last of Us walkthrough in when you're in the school in Billstown, when I was narrating it, I was more or less narrating it blindly, because I couldn't see shit in the preview in my editing program. But when I uploaded it to YouTube, everything was clear as day. So it's always a bit of a gamble, but there's not much I can do about it. Hopefully you will see it perfectly well when you're watching this episode. But there's not much to find down here, and now we're gonna unlock 2 karma points actually. Because we are gonna sneak in and we are gonna knock out this guard. So we take him out, we get a karma point for knocking him out, I think, or for going through the first part of the level without killing anyone. And we unlock another one for saving these guys by knocking him out. So it's a very effective thing to do. And now we're gonna get to the first part of this level is the easy part. The second part, I think, is a little bit trickier. Things can go belly up here if you're really unlucky, but since this is my recording run, I know that I was successful, and if you follow this video guide, you will be successful as well. And I'm gonna talk to you about the parts that can be a little bit finicky. Because we are gonna sneak past a bunch of guards here. And the first thing you want to do when you get out there is head down into this little side tunnel, because that will let you bypass a few sections that are lit up. Always go for the easy route in games like this, especially when you're sneaking. Always go for the easy option. That was something I really liked about the Dishonored games, that it's really easy to go for the easy option. And there is a trolley moving our way, so we're gonna try to move into that little alcove. I don't know if that trolley can spot you. I don't think it can. It never has with me, at least. And here you wanna be quick. I'm a bit slow. Move over to this area and turn out that light, because you will run the risk of that guy patrolling, that he will spot you. And when you're up here, take out these lights as fast as possible, as soon as you get up to them. You can take them out by throwing a knife or something, I think, but that will make a noise and that will draw the attention of the guards. So just press square, or what is it, X on Xbox, when you get close to them, and he'll take them out quietly. And down here we're gonna hang a right. I'm gonna sneak in behind this box, because there is a guy patrolling in this tunnel. He will not move over to where we are. You can see the flash of his headlamp on the ceiling. So I'm just gonna wait until I see him turning around. See, he starts looking around, and that is your cue that he will start moving the other way very soon, at least, I think. There is another guy behind me, but you don't need to worry about him. He will not move over to this area, or at least he won't. Even if he may do so, he will not do it until we have gotten over to this guy. And now we see he's moving away, so we take out this little lamp for good measure and just sneak up behind him and knock him out. Down he goes. And we have another soldier over here, so we're gonna knock his ass out as well. Always go for the safer strategies. I don't know if he can present a problem, I don't think he can, but it's always best to be safe. And now we're gonna wait behind this guy for a few seconds, because his friend is patrolling over there. And my first attempt at this, I just knocked this guy out and went for the door at the other end. Got spotted and had to redo the thing. Which is not very fun, so all you need to do now is just wait a few seconds until he has moved on his little patrol pattern. Then we can just sneak past. He's standing over there completely oblivious to our presence. And we head for the door. And when you get to this door, you will get another karma point. I get spotted. Doesn't matter because we have reached the end. All you need to do is move through this corridor over to this last door. We get another good karma point for not killing anyone. And that was the end of Frontline. So I want to thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again in my next video. So until next time, this is the Wolfman signing off.